right technology, and you can see where we're evolving to now. I'm Tom Hayden. I have the privilege of being the chair of the Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation Board for the last several years. This is exactly what we're talking about. In this room, we have an intimate group of people that get excited about great opportunities. You can't get excited about exceptional kids doing great things out of these schools without incredibly hardworking counselors trying to find opportunities and resources for these kids so they can get a higher education, and without exceptional donors that give the money that provide for these scholarships. And what we've been doing for the last several years since I've been associated with the Scholarship Foundation is what most charities do, the same old thing. Table sponsorships, booster banquets, all those kinds of things that are just making inches of progress. Meantime, the scholarship need is expanding dramatically, student debt is ballooning, and the cost of a college education is going through the roof. And these corporations, these great donors get it. They might have set up a scholarship foundation 20-some years ago. $1,000 meant a lot back then. What's it mean today? Well, they can't get all that done for us. So what we're trying to do here is create an incremental and an exponential increase in that scholarship availability by creating an environment that the recipients, the donors, the applicants can communicate with each other. So if you take a look at it, it's kind of like the Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation as a soccer mom. Tugging along in that minivan, getting the kids shuttled around and everything else. But with that circle engine that we've been talking to you about, that's a nice, big, strong engine to get it in a much larger bus, like a freight train, getting more scholarships, more resources to these kids, and to the counselors that are trying to find help for them. It's a tough job because every time there's a budget scenario, the counselors are the one getting laid off on. So that's really what we're trying to do is a win-win scenario. And it's an incredible environment when you get to that point that you can create more opportunities for these kids. So if we can help these kids and these counselors, we're trying to create an environment with here. So if I can ask Lizzie to come up. Lizzie's our current recipient, so you're on the bubble. So all right, so here's Lizzie. She's a current applicant. So right now the CSF universe is those people that have been accepted by Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation. She's 1 in 3. So now we're all got 3 times the need, but Lizzie's made the cut. So here's Lizzie. Now envision an environment that in a closed, secure environment for those donors who want to keep their privacy and not have everybody come out of the woodwork just because they've hit on the website. And an applicant that cherishes their privacy, but figure all qualified applicants that are saying, I want to go to school. Here's my FAFSA. That every college counselor I've talked to says, if I could just get these people to fill out the FAFSA right, I'd be so happy. Right? So now we've got 2 things accomplished. Here's Lizzie, a great applicant. Now she's a recipient. The other 2 kids are trying to get some aid too, and we're trying to match them up. So now we're matching them up with Lisa over here at GE Foundation. Well, here's an expansive, wonderful organization that tries to do more for education, but they can't do it for everybody, just like Procter & Gamble, who's on our board, Western and Southern, and all these other great organizations, not to mention the 105 different family foundations that give scholarships today. But they're trying to figure out how do we do that. So why not be able to create an environment that hooks these people up with each other? You can sit down now. But you sit there and try and match up more of those people with more of those funds they need based on what they're talking about. So here's Lizzie. I'm majoring in medicine. I'm majoring in engineering. We're looking for engineers. Let's go click here. And that's the environment we're trying to do. In a closed, simple environment that is private, and it's a one-to-one connection based on the technology Tarek and Sarah have developed. And we're trying to develop that through that website. That's what we're talking about today. And that's what these win-win scenarios in those banner ads are. So whether you want to just create a connection that if somebody clicks on that banner on our website, it drives to the educational programs and resources that that organization has at GE, at Xavier, and whoever else is doing that. Or if they just want to create a sponsorship environment, fine. That click revenue, because of the directed ad response that you can have, helps create more scholarship money. It's a win-win episode. That's what we're trying to create. That's what we want people to get excited about. We need the people in this room to help tell that story and transfer it to the donors saying, how can we help? I don't want to set up an endowment or foundation today. How can we help today? Maybe the young professionals at GE are on a campaign to find more engineers and bring them out. Maybe one of the other firms around here is trying to find more engineers and they're donating money for an internship. Those are the kind of things we can create access for. And you have a great established, documented flow in Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation that is charitable donation, 501c3 process that a lot of people don't have access to, and they don't realize it's right there waiting for them to happen. Greater Cincinnati Foundation is a great champion and partner in those type of scenarios, and we just need a way to expand that story so we can get the other 3 kids that didn't get Lizzie Scholarship and get them that money. And that's what we're trying to do today with this kind of technology and utilizing an established resource in Cincinnati Scholarship Foundation. So we're not asking you to buy another booster banquet. Okay? And that's what we're trying to get done. Thank you.